Well, you better enjoy your Tier 3 watch, my friend. This is it. Enjoy your black Citizen ProMaster Sky with the Duratec and the Sapphire, because you're at Tier 3. Just found out yesterday that I will have to be content with Tier 3 world. One of you saw me in a video I made a week or so ago where I said I had hit a wall with Tier 3, and you said, well, McMahon, you, I'm paraphrasing, McMahon, you were loving your Tier 3s 2-3 years ago, and now you've acclimated to them, and if you go Tier 4, you're going to acclimate to those too. And so he made a good point, and he's probably correct. As many of you also know, I went into a jewelry store, Morgan's Jewelry, and I put on a Breitling Avenger, the Super Avenger. It was a classy piece. I wasn't totally in love with it. I felt like if I was going to be buying it, it would be because it said Breitling on it and not because I really liked it, and because just for the initiation, the rite of passage of a watch guy going into from a Tier 3 to a Tier 4, you know, bragging rights, etc. You know, those are not good motivations. So, interestingly, yesterday I was taking, my wife was taking me to the Nissan dealership. I was getting some work done to my car. First time I took to the dealership in a long time. And she points to what used to be a Tower Records, and then it was something else. And she goes, that's going to be a jewelry store now. I go, oh, wow. I wonder if they're going to sell Breitlings. And she goes, what? Breitling, you never heard of that? No. Well, then I point over to across the street. Well, there's Morgan's Jewelers. I was just there a couple weeks ago, and I tried on a $4,000 Breitling. I didn't like it. My wife was, wait a minute. What were you doing trying on a $4,000 watch? And I was just trying it on to see if I liked it. Well, really? I mean, she was clearly taken aback. The whole thing was it was, what can I say, she was incredulous. It was something that no reasonable human being at our income level would even consider. It was not even supposed to be something on my radar screen. And so this got her asking another question: what's the most you ever spent on a watch? And so I immediately thought of my Orient Saturation Diver, and I said about $1,000. And she made a very dyspeptic expression, a very like, ugh. Like it really got to her. The bottom line is, you know, watch obsessives and their wives. You know, I think sometimes wives don't really know what their husbands are up to, or they don't want to know. And then something happens, some narrative, you know, you're just innocently driving along and you have this conversation and you say, yeah, I went in the store, I put on a Breitling. And suddenly reality hits them, and everything can be seen with absolute clarity and crystal clear vision, and the financial amount begins to hit them, and it was interesting. I mean, it let me know that I'm probably not going to be going to Tier 4. I'm not a professional watch reviewer, clearly not, and so, but I can enjoy my Tier 3s. Looks like I'm in Tier 3 world. That's all I have to say today. I could tell you about my tire sensor light battery, how they cost like $50, and yet dealerships want $220 to install them. And this isn't just my Nissan. My neighbor across the street, same thing with his Toyota Camry. I spoke to someone with a 2014 Toyota Corolla. The sensor light was out, and they wanted $220. One of the biggest scams of car dealerships are these tire sensor light batteries that cost $35 to $70 online, and then install is about $220. I think if you go to Big O Tires or something like that, and you bring the batteries in, or I think they'll do it for a lot cheaper. That might be something to pursue. Different subject, but since it's the reason why my wife was taking me down Hawthorne Boulevard, and we had that conversation, thought I'd throw that in there. All right, well, enjoy this, McMahon, because you are a Tier 3 man. I mean, for matrimonial harmony, for nuptial paradise. You got to do this for the team. You hear me, McMahon? All right, I'm out.